With the quantity of information available on the internet today, the capacity to search through it quickly is so important so as not to waste any student's time. And given the power to publish through social media, Wikipedias, online journals, and so forth, the ever expanding amount of data means the power of discrimination is more important than ever. Therefore, teaching students good questioning skills is required for students to develop competency in knowing themselves, in processing new information, and in developing real understanding of one another. Indeed, questioning is a process of objective observation of oneself, and it is a technology and the source of all technologies. Helping students search successfully saves time, sharpens their focus, returns more relevant data for them, and has them bypass many internet distractions. They will likely complete their tasks more successfully and hopefully attain the desired goals before their enthusiasm for the task and technology begins to wane, as it will undoubtedly do in time. Therefore, every learning space incorporating internet capability needs to display common Boolean search engine functions and key operators like AND, OR, and NOT functions. All students need to be made aware of the advanced search capabilities at all times. To undertake searches effectively, students need to ask themselves what is the nature of the question and what are the key terms. This can be laid out on paper. Students need to know if they are looking for hard data, verifiable facts and figures from a reliable published source, or are they seeking soft data, meaning considered opinion from regarded persons. Once the keywords are clear, students would then progress to an ITC area such as the library or a section of their classroom. Then initial keyword searches are performed with a quick review of material to determine what appears valid and to discard the rest. Students would then take a separate period to read through the material undertaking their actual research. Students must consider, is the content peer-reviewed and completely accurate? Cross-examination is then required. If so much free content is available, who is going to create reliable free content? Are schools willing to pay licenses for online encyclopedias, or will teachers need to generate all their own content and replace textbooks? If students are able to access so much material so quickly, then they will invariably need extra time to analyze it. The introduction of block class timetables scheduled into 4 by 90-minute periods per day is underway in some US schools. This may go some way to help align pedagogy with expanding ITC timeframes. A basic classroom arrangement only needs a few computer terminals, one for a trained teacher and a few for the classroom. These computers would ideally be connected to a projector. Students could in turn share the material with the class and give presentations. Classrooms containing a one-to-one system would ideally be reserved for higher grades. A whole school curriculum at these levels incorporating ITC could potentially see students not having to move so often from room to room. They could have an assigned classroom and simply have teachers progress from room to room. Then students using conference capabilities of instant messaging and video streaming can bring students together in virtually unlimited numbers and ways. A diverse example of online engagement might see New South Wales students in discussion with students in remote areas or even in a foreign country. Casual teachers could be invited to moderate these discussions for the purpose of helping students engage with others in developing discourse and questioning skills. Or students could volunteer to be paired with others from foreign countries in a pen-friend arrangement, assisting students in developing countries in their subjects. They could be asked to demonstrate how they are helping their cohorts, helping them with an exam and offering feedback. This might foster the understanding of how they can make a difference in the world and see that their online time is not an escape. Students might be encouraged to develop their own school Wikipedia, posting information and assignments, information about their sister schools, or creating online content sourced from field excursions using handheld devices such as tablets and phones. With the variety of study materials now available, students can source project materials they prefer, be it predominantly visual, text, or audio, reflecting their personality and learning style. The capacity to replay online material is also useful for the slower learner. Any online course curriculum material needs to be clearly outlined, with few modules in number and an uncluttered desktop presentation. The dangers, however, with online study is that students lacking self-motivation or self-discipline are not necessarily the best candidates to be left alone to do online work. The impact technology is having in helping the disabled to communicate is tremendous. Those who have difficulty programming computers have voice command. Tablets are convenient for those with limited hand mobility. Visually impaired students have speaking computers. The deaf can now communicate online in conferencing, and how many of us have unknowingly communicated with a deaf person online? There are great challenges ahead in developing a vision that integrates curriculum and pedagogy with the best of ITC. I would advocate an approach that errs on the side of caution, as we are all only teenagers in this digital millennium. As for the outcome of this to be known, we can only wait and see.